Friends, the story begins with a space company named Genesis, which sends a team of 6 astronauts to Mars with the mission of establishing a colony for humans. These 6 astronauts embark on their journey to Mars, and about 2 months pass. One day, Sarah, the team leader, discovers that she is pregnant. She informs her senior on Earth, Nathan Shepard, about this unexpected news. Hearing this, everyone is taken aback, but the mission to Mars does not stop, and after some time, they successfully reach Mars. By the time Sarah's child is due, she gives birth to a baby boy. However, due to the low gravity on Mars, her health suddenly deteriorates, and she tragically passes away. Following this, Shepard reviews the medical report of Sarah's baby and informs the other seniors that the gravity on Mars is vastly different from Earth's. This difference has caused the baby's heart and bones to develop uniquely. To ensure the child's survival, he must remain on Mars, as he would not be able to survive in Earth's gravity. Additionally, Shepard forbids anyone from disclosing the existence of the child. Time continues to pass. The boy, named Gardner, is now 16 years old. Throughout his entire life, he has only met 14 people, yet he is remarkably intelligent. However, he knows very little about his mother and even less about his father. Gardner lives on Mars in a research camp with the astronauts. One day, he discovers a locker with his mother's name on it. When he hacks into the locker and opens it, he finds a pen drive and a ring. He puts on the ring and checks the pen drive, which contains a video. In the video, Gardner sees his mother for the first time, enjoying a happy moment with a man. He assumes that this man might be his father. Gardner takes a screenshot of the video and keeps the photo with him. Later, we see Gardner chatting with a girl on Earth named Tulsa. Tulsa shares her dreams with Gardner, saying that she wants to live life on her own terms and visit different places. Gardner replies, "I wish I could say the same." Hearing this, Tulsa asks, "What's stopping you?" To this, Gardner explains, "My illness. It makes my bones very weak, and I can't leave home." Gardner tells Tulsa that he doesn't live in a regular home but in a penthouse. However, Tulsa doesn't believe him. Next, we see Gardner speeding around on Mars in a high-speed vehicle. He loses control, crashes, and his oxygen pipe disconnects. Struggling to breathe, Gardner is on the verge of death when Kendra, who cares for him like her own son, arrives just in time. She quickly helps him recover and sternly advises him not to take such risks again. With tears in her eyes, she says, "I love you too much to lose you." Hearing this, Gardner becomes emotional as well. Seeing Gardner's condition, Kendra calls her senior, Shepard, requesting permission to bring Gardner to Earth. However, Shepard refuses, stating that it's impossible. He explains that Gardner would need surgery to survive Earth's gravity. Reluctantly, Shepard agrees after Kendra persuades him, and Gardner undergoes the necessary surgery. It takes about 2 months of intense physical training to improve his fitness. One night, Gardner video calls Tulsa and excitedly tells her that he's coming to meet her soon. When Gardner finally arrives on Earth, he undergoes several medical tests to determine if he can adapt to Earth's gravity. Unfortunately, Gardner fails the tests, which means he cannot survive on Earth. Upon realizing the truth about his condition, Gardner quietly sneaks away and wanders under the open sky without an oxygen mask. For the first time, he feels rain on his skin and is overwhelmed with joy. Meanwhile, Kendra and Shepard discover that Gardner has been talking to a girl named Tulsa, so they set out to find him. Gardner reaches Tulsa's college and calls out her name. At first, Tulsa doesn't recognize him, but when he introduces himself, she embraces him warmly. Gardner tells Tulsa that he wants to find his father, and together they embark on a journey. Tulsa takes Gardner to her house, where they grab some money and set off. However, Kendra and Shepard track them down. Gardner refuses to listen to their pleas and escapes with Tulsa. Tulsa then manages to acquire a helicopter, and the two take off together. Midway through their flight, the helicopter begins to run out of fuel, leading to an emergency situation. The duo jumps out just in time to save themselves. Kendra and Shepard assume that Gardner has perished in the crash, but upon arriving at the scene, they realize he's alive and has already moved ahead. Gardner and Tulsa set out on their journey, guided by an address. Along the way, Gardner falls ill, and Tulsa takes him to a hospital. The doctors are astonished by Gardner's unusual physical condition. His heart is larger than that of an average human, and his bones are structurally different. Finally, Tulsa believes Gardner's claim that he is from Mars. Following the address, they arrive at a location where Gardner meets a man he believes to be his father. However, the man reveals that he is actually Gardner's uncle, his mother's brother. This revelation leaves Gardner heartbroken, and he runs toward the ocean. There, overcome with emotion, He feels a connection to his mother and expresses a desire to die. Shepard and Kendra manage to rescue Gardner from the water. Gardner then asks Shepard if he is his father. Shepard admits that he is, leading to an emotional moment between the two. Arrangements are made to send Gardner back to Mars in a specialized spacecraft, ensuring his survival in an environment with gravity suited to him. In the end, Gardner returns to Mars. Tulsa misses him, but they reconnect through video calls, keeping their bond alive. And with that, the story concludes. That was the tale. Hope you enjoyed it. Like and subscribe for next video.